Hello everyone, thanks for listening. This is member interview 6 and today I'm here with Rose. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
And before our chat, Rose, you messaged me saying, are you sure you want to interview me? And the answer was, of course.
Well, sometimes, you just wonder if you've got anything worth sharing, and sometimes you wonder if your experience is the same as everybody else's, and I just presumed mine was pretty unique, but after having a chat with you, it sounds like there are other women who have felt the same way as me.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we'll get into it in a second, but the idea behind people often have a bad experience at a gym and they just stop and they just give up. And that's something that we really want to dispel, right? The same way some women think weight training is bad for them. It's just not. We just need to educate people that, hey, not every gym is the same and not all weight training is bad.
Yep, okay. Agree.
So Rose, I think you joined our Warners Bay program. It was April 2019. About that? Yep. Yeah, which was 2 pandemics ago.
Yes.
And I remember our phone call very distinctly. I do all of our phone calls. And we're on the phone. I was talking about our program. You had a pretty bad knee injury. And you were just very concerned with just getting started. Why was that?
Okay, so I had 2 bad experiences before I joined Break-Thru.
Before you go, Rose, don't name the gym.
I won't name the gym. The first one was I actually went to a gym and thought, okay, I'm getting to a stage in my life and I have never exercised before ever, and I'm not a very coordinated person when it comes to sport, and I've never played sport. So it was a brand new experience for me. It's not like I had, been to a physio or any kind of gym ever before, and went in straight up to the desk and said, look, I'm interested in joining the gym. I don't know what I'm doing, never been on any equipment before. And it was that they kind of literally went, and really? immediately I just went, whoa, I'm obviously a bother or a pain. Anyway, they said, oh, we'll show you through the gym. And they were so nonchalant about it. Oh, that's our, cardio room, and that's our blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, I'm willing to pay you every week, come here and learn, and I'm putting myself on the line and you really can't be bothered. So I literally got in the car and went home and thought, well, obviously I'm too old, or I'm too heavy, or I'm not the kind of person they're interested in for their, to promote their gym or wanting their gym. So it was about 2 years after that before I decided to give it another go. And some girlfriends had joined a gym. So I went to the second gym and they gave me a 7-day free trial. And I went to my first class. And in the workout, part of the workout was you had to do a set of exercises, then you had to run across the room and back, and then you did the next set of exercises, then you had to do 2 runs, and then 3 runs, up to 10 runs. Now, I'd never exercised before, let alone run. Everyone was finished well and truly before I probably had even gotten to 5 sets. And they all stood there and watched me try and finish. And remember, I was 110 kilos and had never exercised before, so I wasn't exactly fast getting up and down trying to run. And I literally finished the class, got in my car, cried all the way home and never went back. And I just said, never again, ever.
And then when you first came to Break-Thru, what was the immediate difference?
The immediate difference, in all honesty, there's a girl that still goes and her name's Beth Bentley. And I walked in the door. Yeah, I love Beth too. And I was nervous. And I was over 50. And, at a certain stage in your life, you should not really be nervous walking into situations. You've been through a fair bit in your world. And I was really nervous because I had 2 bad experiences and I just didn't know how I was going to go. But I had to get my health in line. And I wasn't even in the door 20 seconds and Beth walked up to me and she said, hey, I'm Beth. Are you new? Is this your first day? And I said, yes. And she said, well, come and hang out with us, come and meet the group. And she put her mat next to mine at Warners Bay Indoor Centre. And it didn't matter how slow I was or that I didn't know anything. And I was laying on the mat watching people, and straight away, I was not an inconvenience. I wasn't stupid. I wasn't slow. I was just one of the girls working out. No one there was a princess. No one there, was more worried about chipping a fingernail. Everyone was actually there to work hard, but not at the expense of somebody else.
Yeah, that's so great to hear. And like when I spoke to you on the phone, I remember saying there's no Instagram, there's no mirrors, there's none of that crowd. Just a bunch of nice women in a room.
Yep.
And these women want to feel better about themselves. And that can obviously mean vastly different things to different members. But at the end of the day, we just want to feel better about ourselves.
I knew, so I had been diagnosed to the doctors and been told that I was basically pre-diabetic, and I had to shift some weight. And it was actually a wrong diagnosis, but I didn't know that then. And that's why I went, because both my parents are diabetic, and I wanted to I don't want to be thin. I literally want to be what the gym says. I want to be strong, fit, and healthy.
Yeah.
I don't want to run a marathon. I'm not interested in climbing Mount Everest. I just want to live my best life and go to a gym where I'm encouraged, but not, pushed over the limit. But when sometimes you've come along and said you can lift a heavier dumbbell than that, and I can. And now I'm going, can I lift better than that? Because I want my body to carry me through. I'm 55. I was 55 last week. I want my body to be strong, fit, and healthy so that the rest of my life is the best of my life. And I'm not struggling with hips or joints or pain or, taking the dog for a walk is not an inconvenience. I want to travel Europe with my husband. I don't want to retire and sit in a lounge chair.
Yeah, what you said before about the first gym you walked into and they treat you like an inconvenience, they didn't want you there. Like, this isn't any gym or young personal trainers in general, but they just assume you already know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And they assume you don't need the help. And I think at the start, everyone just needs that bit of guidance and support. And I often think, like, when I meet someone new, I think, if my mum walked into a gym, never been to a gym in her life, what would she see? And all my mum would see is equipment. That's it. Doesn't know what it looks like, doesn't know how to use it. She just sees equipment and people working out. It's just a really, really intimidating environment. And like, it's that trainer's job from day one to say, hey, Rose, it's going to be okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a very intimidating environment, and people don't realise that, and people that have never been to the gym before. When you've grown up using a gym, my boys have grown up using a gym, and my boys are like you and Jamie, you and Mitch, but I hadn't. And it was scary.
It's a crazy thing, Rose. Like, Anytime Fitness, the biggest franchise in Australia, they've been around since 2007. So you're already 40 years old, right? So these brand new gyms popping up everywhere, they really are a new thing, and they're just not suited for people realistically over the age of 40 and 50. Yeah.
Absolutely. But there's also no community there that I'm aware of. I could be wrong. I don't know. But in the times that I have wanted to not go, I've become such a part of the community at Break-Thru that if I don't turn up for a week, I get 2 or 3 girls messaging me, hey, you okay?
Yeah, and that's just so important. Like I believe in training 3 days a week, and I believe in making friends at the gym. For that reason, either get a message from me, Mitch, Brody, Steve, or Di, or they do our job for us.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah.
And it's just like the community aspect, it is just so important, because the gym should be the best part of your day, right? Like, it's just, you catch up with the girls.
Yeah, you get it, but you know that you've got an accountability when you're in a community. And if you don't turn up for a while, they're checking on you, you guys are checking on us. And it starts you off. You mightn't want to get up, especially in winter when the alarm goes off. Summer's not so bad, but literally in the car on the way home, and so many times my husband has said to me, you went to the gym today? And I went, how do you know? Because he's gone early. He doesn't know whether I go or I don't go. He goes, because when you consistently go to the gym, you're happier.
Yeah, and it's just like, I'm not a psychologist, but I've never met a person that exercise makes them feel worse.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And I never knew that. I'd heard, all the terminologies and blah, blah, blah that had come along, but
it releases dopamine and serotonin. At the end of the day, like, you just feel better.
That's right. That's right. And my body feels better, and I sleep better, and I think better, and it definitely has improved my quality of life. I think I feel the best and I look the best I have in 20 years.
You look younger. You look younger than when I first met you.
I feel younger.
Good. So let's talk about your, I guess, success at Break-Thru. So since joining, you've lost 26 kilos, which is amazing.
Yep.
It's even hard for me, Mitch, to even see you now being 26 kilos heavier, right?
Yep.
So with that weight loss, it's just consistency. And you've just done an amazing job being consistent over a long period of time. But I think, like, I want to take the focus off the scales for a second and turn the focus to your knee.
Yep.
And to the quality of your life. Because I listened to a podcast the other day, and it was just like, if you're not playing any more sport, your sport is to be a kick-ass 100-year-old.
Yep.
And what I mean by that is, like, say if you're 80 years old, can you tie your shoe? Can you walk around Europe with your partner? Can you walk your dog? Can you go play golf? Can you go jump in a mini cart with your grandkids? All that type of stuff. Yep. And I think just being strong, fit and healthy, losing that weight and ultimately improving your knee is going to give you the best chance of being the most functional, happy, moving grandma soon in the world.
No, hell no. I don't want to be a grandma soon. I want to get them all married now to the house first.
Yeah. But let's talk about, like, I guess, I remember when you first came to boot camp, you had this big, gnarly brace around your knee and you were very limited in your movement. And now we're box squatting, we're hip thrusting, we're adding in all these kind of strength movements. How's your knee feel today compared to, like, 3 years ago when you were 26 kilos heavier and not exercising?
My knee doesn't limit me always. There are certain things at the gym I can't do. Like, I can't kneel on it. I've got a torn meniscus. It can't be repaired. So kneeling is really hard, but there's almost no exercise I can't do. I can't run. But the thing is, at Break-Thru, when there's running on the agenda for the day or the program for the day, there's so many other things, and everybody, all of the trainers are aware that I don't run. There's either an option on the board, or one of you guys say, you know, if you don't want to run or if you don't want to go on the rower. Like I actually said today to Steve, my knee's quite sore today, and that is because I knelt on it yesterday planting trees. And he said, yep, don't worry about the lunges. Do this instead. And so my body's still benefiting, and I'm getting all of the exercise in. I'm still getting a full workout. And when my knee is sore, adjustments are made. And when my knee isn't sore, and it's not from the gym, it's from other stuff, I can pretty much do anything except run. Yeah,
and that's where that bad experience at your previous gym really bothers me, because there's certain things that you can't do. If there's 100 exercises, you can't do 3 of them, but the other 97 you can do. And even if you came to the gym and your knee is really sore and blown up and you just high-five the girls, you're going to go home feeling better, right? And it's as much that community and just good for your mental health as it is just improving your knee.
Correct.
Yeah, and I'm really interested in, like, because I've had a few injuries myself with pain science, and, like, if you are in a good mood, your knee's probably going to be feeling better, especially with these chronic injuries that last a while. But if you're having a shit day, you sleep in, you don't go to the gym, you're late for work, you grab the coffee, you grab the muffin, it's 8:30, you're feeling a bit sluggish, all of a sudden you're probably going to be thinking about your knee a bit more.
Absolutely you are. And because, you know, the movement and the circulation and the strength training is improving it every day.
Yeah.
So, and my recovery was really slow. It took me over a year to not wear the brace. And so, but it wasn't a problem at the gym. It healed over time, and it's as good as it's going to get for a while. And it kept me, it didn't inhibit me even in the healing stage of it. And I've got other girlfriends who've gone, oh look, I've got a bad shoulder, and they've been nursing that for 3 months, but they're still able to come and do a full workout. They haven't stopped coming to the gym. I think once you start coming, which is the hardest part.
It is the hardest part.
You find a community. That the workout's actually the third best thing about it, is that you started, you found a community that you like and enjoy, and the workout's the bonus.
That's our dirty little secret, Rose. We get you in for weight loss and you stay for the community. Because it's true.
I love the community. I do. I love it. And I've got girls who don't go to the gym anymore, but they're actually in my life. But I've got more. So I would say I've got more friends now who, if I disappeared and if I stopped coming, would chase me up than I had before I started the gym.
Yeah, that's really, really cool.
I give that a guarantee. I can guarantee it. And I can name 10 girls that'll, and even the guys are fantastic. You know, you've got a fantastic community down there. There's no princesses. I love that.
Yeah, and it's just like if you hang around 4 smokers, you'll be the 5th one. And,
That's right.
and if you have friends that you get along with, that go to the gym, you're probably going to go to the gym.
Yep. And I've had a friend, I've actually had a few friends who have said, you know, look, great, what are you doing? And I bought one to the open day a couple of years ago or a year ago, and Bronwyn's still there.
Okay, go Bronwyn.
Yeah, she's
and
awesome.
And Bronwyn brought Suzanne down. It's just that network effect.
Yeah, and we've asked a few girlfriends who've chatted to us, because the benefits of coming far outweigh the benefits of not going. The only benefit of going is sleeping in an extra half an hour.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. And like, it really is that sleep in. And whether you get up at 6 or 6:30, it's the same at the end of the day. Like, so just get up and come. You mentioned it. Starting is the hardest part. Rose, what is... Someone's on the fence, someone's got a knee injury, someone might be overweight, someone's had a bad experience. What is your advice to that person listening?
Well, the thing is that they've got 2 choices. They can stay in the state that they're in, and nothing's going to improve. So why would you not give it a go? You're not locked into anything. It's not like there's a contract or you have to pay for, you know, a year and a half before you have to start or anything. There is no reason why, if you're unhappy where you are with your body or your mind, or you've got an injury and you want to get stronger and you want to build some muscle, and it's not all weights. I don't love the weights part of it, but I had surgery recently and my doctor said to me, the best thing you can do is add some weights to your routine. And I'm getting all of that without having to think about it, and I'm getting improvement. So not coming is going to just keep you where you are. Coming is going to make you feel stronger, healthier, more fit. I think you look younger. I think you'll be happier.
Like I say to people on the phone, best case, we change your life. Worst case, it's not for you. Because I'd be naive to think it'd be for everyone, but at least you've tried it. At least you've tried it.
And look, you didn't lock me into anything. I think, you know, so you said give it 4 weeks. By 4 weeks, I was in. I was loving it. I love it so much that in lockdown, when we were allowed to have workouts, I had workouts here because I didn't want to miss out on the community of the gym, and I didn't want the other girls to miss out either. Yeah,
it's just a really great thing. And like we take 0 credit for the community, because we just started with 10 nice girls, and now it's 20 nice girls, and then 30 nice girls, and it's nice people attract nice people. Yeah. And the people that we have are typically people that wouldn't go to your regular 24-hour gym. So when they see Rose walk in the door, Beth has that empathy towards you. And that is just an amazing thing to walk in, and within 20 seconds, you feel comfortable. And all of a sudden, all that anxiety, all those nerves are gone.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah. And my daughter, Katie, she goes as well now. And she'd had been to a gym previously, was not happy there, decided the gym wasn't for her. And I said, look, just come and give Break-Thru a go. She did. And now she goes to Adamstown and she loves it.
Katie, Morgan and Steph.
Yeah.
6 a.m. is much louder at Adamstown now because they're already there.
I don't doubt that at all.
So Rose is actually hosting a Christmas party December 11, which would be fun. So you've got tell me the surprises. What have we got going?
We've got a gelato bar, because everyone knows a bit of ice cream at the end of the night is pretty good.
That's amazing.
We've got a slushy machine, 2 of them actually. We've got one that's going to be margaritas and one that's going to be Cosmos. We've got a snow cone machine, so you can pour your own whatever over your snow cone.
So you might like get like vodka or raspberry and pour it over your ice. Wow.
Yeah, you can put your Bacardi Breezer over it if you'd like.
Yep.
Santa's coming.
Yep.
There'll be little gifts in his Santa sack.
Santa was there last year, and there's a photo of me and Mitch on Santa's lap, and Santa's hands in a very provocative place. Every time I see it, I can't not look at it.
Santa does get handsy, yeah. So be warned, he might get handsy. And we have got a giant slide this year that we might be able to do some games on. 12 meters high, no, 8 meters high it is.
8 meters high.
And we've got grazing station, and we're probably going to do a pig on a spit, but we're not sure yet. That's
more than enough, but can I put in an important request? Can we get some Jenga?
We've got yard games, we've got giant Jenga, we've got bat ball, and we've got Connect 4.
Wow. It's going to be a great night. Well, Rose, thank you for hosting the Christmas party. Thank you for being a member. And thank you for sharing your story.
You're very welcome.
Right. Have a lovely day. Thanks, Rose.
See ya.